My $150,000 passport is finally here. St. Christopher and Nevis, better known as St. Kitts and Nevis. I am now a dual citizen, dual passport holder of St. Kitts and the United States. I've been a dual citizen for a while, but finally I am showing you this beautiful passport that allows me to do many different things in my life. I'm going to talk about why I did it. Is it worth the investment? Should you do it for yourself, and who should do it? And what country should you pick if you are going to do citizenship by investment? It doesn't necessarily have to be St. Kitts and Nevis. Not like me, you could pick many other countries. There's about 12 all over the world. Maybe another one fits you better. For me, this particular one was the best one. I'm a US citizen by virtue of birth. I was born in Puerto Rico, a US territory. I don't feel American. I don't associate with the United States, but I still every single year need to pay United States IRS income taxes, capital gains taxes, corporate taxes, absolutely everything, because I'm a US citizen and the US is the only country that effectively taxes their citizens all over the world, no matter where they live. Therefore, the only way to not be taxed as a US citizen is to get another citizenship and renounce your US citizenship. Because my parents and my grandparents are all US citizens. I have no other lineage. I'm not married to a person with a great passport, and I haven't lived in a country where I can get citizenship, or at least a good citizenship. The only way for me to get a passport was through citizenship by investment at St. Kitts and Nevis. If you are in the same boat as me, where you can't get another citizenship, then looking at a program like St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, Dominica, which got visa-free travel to China, congrats to them, very recently, Grenada, you also have Malta in the European Union, you have Vanuatu, you have other countries like Turkey, which are very interesting, as well as the last one in the Caribbean, Antigua and Barbuda. So you have many other programs, as well as some that I didn't mention here. Why did I do it? Of course, to renounce my US citizenship, but also because I believe that you have the freedom to choose your citizenship. If you're an investor, a successful entrepreneur, there is no reason why you should be attached and associated with a country just because you were born there, just because you lived there a couple of years, just because your parents gave you that citizenship. You can choose who you want to be associated with. I'm a US citizen by virtue of birth because my parents are US citizens, but I don't associate with the values of America. I don't feel American, and I don't like the direction the US is going, on top of all the taxes that I need to pay, specifically capital gains taxes. You can lower down your corporate income with a company in Dubai, in the UAE, here, which I did, but I'm a big crypto and Bitcoin investor, and I absolutely love cryptocurrency. Most of my friends are in cryptocurrency, and I get into a lot of different projects. Most of my net worth is in crypto, and I need to pay capital gains, short-term capital gains and long-term capital gains, no matter where I live in the world. Just like if I were living in the United States, there are no tax breaks. You need to pay up on all of your capital gains income. If you're forex trading, if you're doing real estate, whatever capital gains you are doing, you need to actually pay up to the IRS every single year. And I'm definitely very tired of that. And I know that this $150,000 investment, which is a lot for a little small booklet, $150,000 for a little booklet, I could have gotten myself a Lamborghini, but this is going to turn into millions, tens of millions, maybe even 100 million later on if my investments do extremely well and my business continues to do as well in taxes. I'm going to save tens of millions, potentially 100 million in taxes later on, specifically capital gains taxes. If I renounce my US citizenship, which I have an appointment for in the next couple of weeks, it is actually very hard to renounce your US citizenship right now. Most embassies around the world are not allowing US citizenship renunciations, even though the embassies are open. There is one particular one in Europe, which I've chosen, that does have the US citizenship renunciation. I'll be talking about it after I do my renunciation process, so people that are watching this channel don't just barge into that embassy and start renouncing everybody. I want to make sure that I get through the renunciation process, and then I share it with you here to make sure that you know that I did it myself. We'll be showing all of the proof and everything like that. Once I renounce my US citizenship, I am now a citizen of St. Kitts only. I will be getting other passports later on, but I will not be liable for US IRS taxes anymore. I don't need to report my bank accounts. I don't need to report my net worth. I don't need to pay taxes for the rest of my life. And that is a freedom that I wish to have, that I've talked to people that have that freedom, and it's absolutely beautiful. No bookkeeping, no accounting, no paying taxes, keeping 100% of your own money. And because St. Kitts doesn't really care what my net worth is, they don't care if I make a ton of money around the world, they don't care how much taxable income they can get from me. It's actually a tax-free island. You don't pay capital gains or personal income tax even if you live there. I absolutely love that feeling of being free. Nobody's trying to get money from you and nobody's bothering you to give them your tax money. Now, I got my second passport and my St. Kitts passport, which is actually very beautiful. I'll show it to you in a second. We have the beautiful cover right here, St. Kitts and Nevis, and then in the first page, you actually got the map of St. Kitts. You have the two islands here, I'll show you in a second, and then in the Caribbean Sea where the islands are actually situated. I'll see if that zooms in properly. And then you also have where in the map St. Kitts is located in case you go to a border and people don't know what country you're from. You actually have a map. Then you have the actual personal page, which is right here. You can see my picture there. And you also have the visa pages or the stamp pages, which are all absolutely beautiful, very colorful, and very nice with some fish. Obviously, it's a Caribbean island with some birds flying around, so absolutely beautiful passport, and I'm very happy I have it. But is it the right fit for you? That's enough about me, but is it the right passport for you, and is citizenship by investment right for you? If you're a US citizen or a citizen of any other country that you see your country going in the wrong direction, I talk to a lot of Canadians, Australians, EU citizens, different countries around the world, that they see their country going in the wrong direction and they see it going the direction of the United States of taxing their citizens no matter where they live. Getting a second passport, in the case of the US, it's more of a plan A where you need to get out of the US tax net and then you can do whatever you want. In the case of other citizens, it's more of a plan B. In case their country starts imposing those restrictions, at least you have another option. If you can get citizenship another way, through your parents, grandparents, living in another country, or getting naturalized in another country, then at least you have this option of citizenship by investment in 6 months in the case of the Caribbean, or in 12 to 18 months in the case of Malta, which is the best passport in citizenship by investment. You get access to the whole of the European Union, you become an EU citizen, as well as you have access to the rest of the world in terms of visa-free travel. Obviously, it's more expensive. It's $1.2 million that you need to invest and say goodbye to on that passport. But if you have that net worth, if you have 10, 20, $100 million, where investing in Malta makes a lot of sense for you, having that second option of a great passport definitely gives you the freedom. In case your country goes crazy, you can renounce your country's citizenship and then have that second citizenship to protect you. And in the case of US citizens, then you can get out of the US tax net and become a citizen of the country that you choose. It could also work for citizens of countries that have a very bad passport. I talked to a lot of Indians, Africans, different Asian nationalities that have a really bad passport and they want to get a better passport for their visa-free travel, just to be able to visit other countries, have business opportunities in different other countries. Then getting St. Kitts and Nevis or any of the other citizenship by investment programs allows them to have more freedom, or allows you to travel around the world, to do business in whatever countries you like, to get residence permits faster and easier than with other passports that you might have. Citizenship by investment will help you reduce your taxes. Obviously, that is one big reason, but it's not the only reason. We have many other reasons in our lives as to why citizenship by investment could be a great fit for you and me as well. And why did I choose this particular country of St. Kitts and Nevis? I didn't choose any of the other countries: St. Lucia, Antigua and Barbuda, Grenada, Dominica, Malta, Vanuatu, Turkey. Why did I choose St. Kitts and Nevis? Well, one, they have visa-free access to all the countries that I'm interested in traveling to. The UK, the Schengen area, Russia, some countries in Latin America, countries in Asia that I'm interested in going to. St. Kitts and Nevis has visa-free travel to them, and they are adding on more visa-free access, just like Dominica, which just added China. St. Kitts, unfortunately, will never get China because they side with Taiwan in their Taiwan-China conflict. So unfortunately, I won't be visiting China anytime soon. So if you're interested in that, then you could look at Grenada or Dominica. Dominica and St. Lucia are actually cheaper than St. Kitts if you're interested in a very quick passport with good visa-free travel access, but cheaper then St. Kitts and Nevis, you save yourself $50,000 if you're a single applicant, or if you're doing it as a family, you could save a significant amount of money by doing one of these other programs. In St. Lucia and Dominica, you pay $100,000, you get the passport in 6 months, and it's a really good travel document that you can use to renounce your US citizenship or just add on as a second passport to your current citizenship in order to protect yourself later on. You could also add on, for example, a country like Turkey. Turkey is a citizenship by investment country, but it's actual investment, not donation or contribution. So for example, you could put $250,000 into real estate or $500,000 in a Turkish bank, and then you would get citizenship in about 3 to 4 months, just to have it as a plan B passport in case your country goes crazy and starts imposing a lot of restrictions. Or you could do a program like Portugal's Golden Visa, which isn't specifically citizenship by investment because you don't get the passport in about 6 to 12 months, you get it in 5 years. But you do keep your investment, you don't need to visit Portugal that much, and you get one of the best passports in the world without actually losing any money. With Malta, you actually lose that 1.1 million. You get your passport in 18 months, 12 to 18 months. You do get that really good passport in the EU, but you say goodbye to that money. In the case of Portugal, you don't say goodbye to that money, and you could potentially, if you have, let's say, US citizenship, you want to renounce US citizenship, you could get St. Kitts, renounce, get Portugal Golden Visa, and then in the next 5 years, work towards having Portuguese citizenship so you could have a really amazing passport and then also your St. Kitts passport, and then have the 2 passports that you can use to travel the whole world, live in the EU, and be protected from taxes. Because obviously if you're a crypto investor, Portugal doesn't tax your crypto, as well as you can participate in the NHR, non-habitual residence, and then pay 0% or very close to 0, I would say 4 to 5% of all of your income in Portugal. So definitely there's a lot of different options. Why I chose St. Kitts was mainly for the visa-free access, the platinum brand. They're really the best brand in terms of Caribbean citizenship and one of the fastest ones that you can get, and also because they're the first program that came out in citizenship by investment. They've been doing it for such a long time, for decades now, longer than I've been alive. They've actually been running this program, and they've gotten visa-free travel to more and more countries as time has been going on, and they're actually working on getting Canada visa-free access again. They lost it a couple of years ago, but they're working on getting it again in the next 1 or 2 years. Canada is a beautiful country that I'm interested in at least visiting as a tourist, so definitely that will be very valuable for me to be added as a visa-free travel country. You can choose a country that makes the best sense for you, not the one that makes the best sense for me or for somebody that is trying to sell you on buying a passport. If you're interested in getting a second passport and you want to talk to someone that has done it, that has a citizenship by investment program passport just like me, you have the opportunity to book a one-on-one call for free directly with me. You can click that first link in the description. Let's sit down. This is a very serious call. I only want to talk to people that have the money to invest in a program like this, that actually want to get second citizenship, that actually want to reduce your taxes and have a company in another country and move somewhere else, not just somebody that wants to find out more about it. If you're very serious about it, you can click that link, book a free call with me. Let's talk for 20 to 30 minutes, figure out which country is the best for you and how I could help you do the entire process and manage the process for you. Now that I know exactly how to do it, click that first link in the description, book a call with me. And if you want to find out the exact details, requirements, and cost of all the different citizenship by investment programs in the world, you can click the video that is going to pop up here, the top 10 passports for sale right now in 2021, 2022, and the programs that are coming up in the next couple of months. Check the video right now, subscribe, hit that notification bell, the like button down below, leave me your comments down below, and I will see you on the next video. This is the Wealthy Expat.